chairman of the great NDC party, Dr. Samuel Ofusua, sir, you're welcome.
Please, okay.
I revere
Can you press it
traditional
for me
rulers,
to start here?
religious
Okay, thank you.
leaders,
You cannot me with
distinguished
one.
guests
Okay.
from the diaspora,
Thank you.
my professor from the University of African Studies, from the Institute of African Studies, Professor A.C. Sutherland.
Can you see? Okay.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the media, brothers and sisters of the Pan-African family.
If I put it down,
Ogwaman won free. Ogwaman, Mr. Won free. Ogwaman, Mr. Won free. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with deep honor and pride that I welcome you all to the 2025 celebration of Panafest and Emancipation Day here in the historic Victoria Park in Cape Coast, the symbolic home of return, reflection, and renewal. We gather today under the profound theme, let us speak of reparative justice, Pan-African artistic activism. This theme is more than a theme. It is a bold call to conscience. It is a collective awakening of the unfinished journey of freedom, justice, and unity. It is a call to artists, historians, activists, and spiritual leaders to lend their voices, talents, and wisdom to the unfinished business of liberation, restoration, and healing. Your Excellency, the Vice President, ladies and gentlemen, Panafest and Emancipation Day are not just commemorative events. They are acts of cultural resilience, resistance, and vessels of memory. They remind us of the tragic rupture of the transatlantic slave trade, the suffering endured, and the legacy of resilience and creativity our ancestors passed on. They urged us to honor the memory of those whose voices were silenced and give new voice to the dream of Pan-African solidarity. At the heart of this year's celebration is a call for reparative justice. We must not remember, we must act. Reparative justice demands a reckoning of history, but also a restructuring of the future. It speaks to the need for moral, economic, and cultural redress, a renewal of systems that have long profited from exploitation.
Okay.
An act that has caused the people of Africa its resources, labor, economic dependency, designed to make African economies reliant on European markets, cultural eraser that makes us look down on our traditions, embracing theirs as the best couples, with its attendant sense of racial inferiority among Africans, which still echoes today. We must break that chain. It demands rewriting our narrative and restoring dignity to our people, both at home and in the diaspora. How do we do this? It's through art, culture, storytelling, and music, through fashion and film, dance and drumming, through the cultural and creative industries, which have become some of the most powerful tools of resistance, remembrance, and reclamation. This is a spirit of Pan-African artistic activism, an awakening of consciousness through the soul of our culture. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts is proud to champion the Black Star Experience, an initiative that was launched by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama himself, that integrates major festivals like Panafest and Emancipation, the Year of Return, Beyond the Return, and many others into a bold cultural tourism offering that connects history, heritage, and other opportunities. We envision Ghana as a gateway not only to the continent, but to the spiritual homeland of all people of African descent. Our agenda is clear: to make cultural heritage, the anchor of national identity and tourism development, to support creative sector to become a true engine for job creation and innovation, to forge stronger connections between continental Africans and our diaspora brothers and sisters, because we are one family with one destiny. With this renewed package, we are repositioning Ghana not only as a destination for emotional return, but as the intellectual, cultural, and political hub of the Pan-African agenda. We are leveraging our historic role as the first sub-Saharan African country to gain independence. The legacies of luminaries like Kwame Nkrumah, W.E.B. Du Bois, and George Padmore, and the powerful symbolism of the Black Star, a global icon of African freedom and unity. Ghana is not just offering a tour, it is offering a homecoming, a truth-telling, a healing space, and a movement. We are boldly stepping forward as a center of Pan-Africanism in the 21st century, not in rhetoric alone, but through action, infrastructure, and intentional programming. This is our moment to rise, not only as custodians of heritage, but as innovators of a new African future, rooted in identity, equity, and global solidarity. Let us express our deepest gratitude to all stakeholders, traditional authorities, the Panafest Foundation, our diaspora partners, local assemblies, artists, and the Ghana Tourism Authority for their continued commitment to keeping the fire of this movement burning. To our diaspora family gathered here today, we say, Yamahona Kwaba, Miawezo, this is your home. Ghana is your home. We do not see you as visitors. We see you as you are, our kith and king, our spiritual citizens, as warriors of African Renaissance, and I hope you see yourselves as such. To our youth, let Panafest be your classroom and your canvas. I have learned so much because people like Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman, our Vice President, has been speaking. She's been speaking, as you heard from Professor Isi Sutherland, for a very long time, of what this means. Because she spoke, I learned. We must continue to speak so the youth also learns. And youth, what's it? Nipa onimuno oche. Oche so a nipa onimuno osua, nti wonsua. And to all gathered here at the Victoria Park, let this moment renew our purpose. Let it inspire us to speak boldly, love radically, and act justly. For the spirit of our ancestors walk with us, and the dream of liberation still lives through us. Let us rise, let us remember, let us rebuild. Long live the spirit of emancipation and Panafest. Long live Pan-African unity. Long live the Republic of Ghana. Thank you, Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman. Thank you, Nanano. Thank you, Professor Isi Sutherland. Thank you all, everyone, for your role in today's activities. May the good Lord bless our homeland Ghana, the red, gold, and green with a black star. I thank you.
Amen.
Thank you very much, Honorable.
Okay.
Indeed, your words brought tears into my eyes. I'm so much.
I want to be 30.
What's up, Antina?
As
What's there? Niponyi kasa, ma onyi onsia. What can sanction I won't say? I swear your son won't say. Won't say. Ladies and gentlemen, honorables, excellencies, welcome to today's program once again. We have had a short presentation by the minister. We're going to take very short ones as well from representatives of the diaspora. And that will be Honorable Matty McPherson Lawson. was earlier introduced, mentioned in the chairperson's presentation. We're going to take a short presentation. Let's welcome her, please. Or should I take that? All right. Thank you. Welcome. Beautiful. Thanks.
Hello, everyone. I'm Maddie McFadden Lawson from the United States and the state of Georgia. I'm delighted to be here. It's a real honor, and it has been a pleasure